Hello. Hello, it is me, Erica. Thought it'd be interesting to talk you through the process of making this single artwork for my next single, Where or When. So it started off with two ideas. The first idea that was kind of running around my brain was of blind contour portraits. This was an exercise that I did back in school where we would not be looking at the paper, we would just be looking at the subject while we draw. It is just a way to embrace whatever happens, to trust our eyes, to trust our instincts, and not be so focused on perfection. Whatever happens, happens. You always end up with something relatively cool, and you wouldn't have thought of doing that if you were just so heavily concentrated. So that was one idea. The next idea, I'm on Pinterest a lot. And on Pinterest, there are a lot of these photos of people at museums, photos of them being taken from the back, looking at pieces of art. I've always loved that. There's something so romantic, seemingly candid, but definitely not candid about them. So I decided to combine those ideas. And is it the best work of art? Probably not, but it's something. Another great thing about blind contours is that there's no way for anyone to really tell who you're drawing, because it is so messy, and who's to say? You don't know that I'm drawing you. Nobody knows.
How would they know?
Nobody knows. So I pulled up photos of people from my past, people I've fallen out with, just did some contour drawings of them, and I put them all together. I kind of had an idea of the art style that I wanted to do, and I did a little trial piece on a tiny piece of canvas. And then I just said, okay, let me go for it. I borrowed my friend's projector. She came over, and we did a little co-working session. High-key, I probably didn't even need to do that because I ended up doing contours over the original contour. So I finished the piece, but the way to make it look official or a part of a museum was to get it framed. And this is actually the first time in my adult life that I've gotten a piece of my own art framed. It meant a lot. Whether it was the best work or not, didn't really matter. You know, once it's framed, it kind of looks official. It's like, oh, that was meant to look like that. And then I printed out a little description that nobody can really see in the photo. And then I kind of did a whole setup in my living room, hung up the work. As you can probably tell, I was not tall enough to fit into the frame the way I wanted to. So I just grabbed a bunch of pillows and I stood on top of them. I had the whole museum date look going. I actually also did the Spotify canvas. And if I did not tell you that I was completely alone that day, would you have believed that I actually went out to a gallery and had somebody film me? Okay, so I took the photos, I took the canvas, I kind of slapped on the name of the song onto it, and I sent it to some people, and I asked thoughts, but really in my head I was like, this is the final thing. I've put in so much work. This is it. And then my friend said, I think you can do better. Just needed to grieve for 2 seconds. But that's the creative process, right? Art is never really finished. She was right. And then I had two ideas. They both had to do with sort of printing out this original picture that I've just taken. The first idea was making it look like a film strip and making it a bookmark in a book. And the second one was having it be a photo in a wallet. So I printed this out to kind of make it look like a film strip. And I also printed out little individual pictures. And I sat with teh tarik. I did a little collage in my actual wallet of myself, using stuff that was already in my wallet. So receipts and, when they take your temperature and give you a little sticker. These panorama times. I was really hoping for the best with my film camera. It's a point and shoot, and you can't really control, which is the beauty but also the pain. They did not turn out well. Once again, My scanner saved the day. I love the scanner so much. The wallet idea stuck out to me, and I scanned my wallet. That is how I ended up with the final piece of art. And I love it. You may not love it. I love it. That's what matters. The reason why the photo and the wallet idea kind of stuck out to me is because it's just really meta. So this song to me is nostalgia in all of its love, loss, hope. So if you look at the painting, it's all these faces from my past. And when you are in it, it looks so messy. It looks like it is the biggest thing to ever happen. And then when you zoom out, there's more people and more people who create your story. And then there's me looking as if I'm looking at my past from like a bigger picture. Okay, I can see it now. I'm out of that situation, but I can revisit and I can look back on it. And then there is someone taking the picture, which means that is someone new, and they are keeping this photo of me, of you, in their wallet. This is someone who embraces you and all of the people you've embodied over the years, all the people you've known and lost. They take all of you. They embrace all of it. You know, when someone comes into your life, you're not just taking a blank slate. You're taking them with all their burdens, all their previous heartbreaks, all that current heartbreak. The photo in the wallet is just, it feels it's romantic, not in the typical sense where you're falling in love with people, but romantic and like valuing and cherishing moments. I don't know who this will be interesting to. But yeah, I just thought I would dive into it because I put a lot of thought and love into the art that I make. Okay. Thank you. Editing this, and I would just like you to take note of some dates. So on the 26th of January at 7 p.m, I will be performing at the Esplanade Concourse. That will also be live online if you can't make it physically. I'll be performing Where or When. Very exciting. First time I'm performing it live. So yes. And then on the 27th, aka the night the song is released, I will be going live on Instagram. I've yet to figure out the time, but come and hang. And then the song is released on the 28th. Pre-save it. Add it to your playlists. Please bring me fame and fortune. Thanks. Bye. 'Cause I'm not leaving things unsaid, and it doesn't matter